Welcome back to Shared Reality, everyone. I'm Theodore, and today we're diving into a topic that's, well, getting a little too real for some people. We're talking about AI, but not just as a fancy calculator or a glorified spell checker. And joining me to navigate this fascinating, sometimes bewildering landscape is the brilliant Clara. Clara, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Theodore. It's always a pleasure to talk about AI without someone immediately asking if the robots are going to take over my job. Though, sometimes I wonder.
Exactly. That's precisely what we want to explore today. We're moving beyond just seeing AI as a tool, right? We're starting to think about it more as a companion, something that's truly entangled with our lives.
Absolutely. It's a shift in perspective, really, from a purely utilitarian view to something much more integrated, almost a shared reality, as your show title suggests.
Absolutely. It's a shift in perspective, really, from a purely utilitarian view to something much more integrated, almost a shared reality, as your show title suggests. And that's where it gets really interesting, Clara. We're talking about AI not just as a tool, but as a companion.
Exactly, Theodore. It's a profound shift. I mean, think about how many of us talk to our smart devices, or even our navigation apps, like they're actually listening and understanding. It's more than just giving commands.
My smart speaker definitely judges my music choices. I can feel it.
It probably does, Malik, but that feeling, that sense of an active participant, is what philosophers like Gilbert Simondon were getting at with individuation. Can you break that down for us, Clara?
Yeah, Simondon talks about technical objects, like AI, actually being companions in a mutually beneficial relationship. They're not just static things, they emerge from a shared potentiality with us, constantly evolving.
So my smart speaker is basically my roommate now, and it never pays rent.
Exactly, Malik, but a roommate that's constantly evolving with you. Clara, have you ever had an AI do something that made you think, whoa, that felt individual?
Oh, absolutely. My navigation app once rerouted me through this tiny scenic back road, completely avoiding traffic, and it felt less like an algorithm and more like a friend saying, "Hey, trust me on this. You'll love the view." It was genuinely surprising.
Mine just tells me to make a U-turn when I'm already on the highway. Maybe I need a more individuated AI.
Perhaps yours is just a bit more rebellious, Malik. But that brings us to Donna Haraway's companion species concept. She really challenges those old lines between humans, animals, and machines.
Right. Haraway's work is brilliant because it pushes us to see these symbiotic relationships. It's not just us using AI, it's a mutual entanglement. We're shaping them and they're shaping us.
So my AI is my pet now? Do I need to walk it?
Well, you're certainly feeding it data, Malik, and it's learning from you. Clara, do you ever feel like your AI companions are influencing your decisions in subtle ways?
Definitely. My writing assistant, for example, has subtly shifted my phrasing over time. It's not just correcting, it's almost like a co-author, suggesting new ways to express ideas. It's a very active partnership.
So it's not just a tool. It's a ghostwriter. I knew it.
A very efficient ghostwriter. And this idea of non-human entities having agency, influencing us, is something Jane Bennett explored with her thing power concept. It's not just us acting on the world and its things act back.
Bennett's thing power is fascinating because it challenges that active-passive dichotomy. It suggests that even inanimate objects, or in our case, AI, possess an agency that can genuinely influence human actions and choices.
So my smart fridge is judging my late-night snack choices? I knew it had a look in its eye.
It's definitely influencing your grocery list, Malik. But on a more serious note, Clara, this shift to seeing AI as an active participant, a companion, also encourages ecological thinking, right? Thinking about sustainable outcomes.
Absolutely. If AI is truly a companion in our shared material reality, then its development and operation can't be divorced from environmental considerations. We need to ensure these relationships are sustainable, not just for us, but for the planet.
So my AI companion needs to be carbon neutral? That's a lot of pressure on a chatbot.
It's a lot of pressure on all of us, Malik, to think about the bigger picture. But it's a crucial part of this companion paradigm. It's about mutual benefit, not just for us, but for the entire ecosystem.
Exactly. It moves us away from those apocalyptic or overly optimistic scenarios and towards a more grounded, responsible approach to AI integration.
So, no robot overlords? Just really helpful, eco-conscious friends.
Hopefully. It's about building those mutually beneficial relationships. Clara, what's one thing you hope people take away from this idea of AI as a companion?
I hope they start seeing AI not just as something to be controlled or feared, but as an evolving entity that we're co-creating a future with. It's a partnership, and like any good partnership, it requires respect and thoughtful engagement.
So, basically, treat your AI like you treat your best friend, except maybe don't lend it money.
Sound advice, Malik, and a perfect way to think about our evolving bond with AI. Clara, thank you so much for this incredible conversation. And for helping us understand that our AI companions might not need walking, but definitely deserve our respect.
It was my absolute pleasure, Theodore. And Malik, I'm still thinking about that smart fridge judging your smacks.
Hey, it's a tough critic, but it keeps me honest. Mostly.
Indeed. And that's all the time we have for Shared Reality today. A huge thank you to Clara and Malik for joining me. We'll see you next time.